there. I just thought we'd identify some of the themes of the coming week before we sort of launch into some of the detail, and it looks as though things are going to turn out really quite decently across many parts of the British Isles. Some warm weather on the way, and certainly until later on in the week. A little bit of rain to come for northern and western areas, mainly dry elsewhere, just one or two isolated showers, and certainly no signs of widespread frost, though I have to say if you are particularly prone you might just catch a touch because the skies will be clear at times through the coming nights. Take a look at the satellite picture. There's a fair amount of cloud to be had just the western side of the British Isles just at the moment. That's all tied in with some Atlantic fronts. It's the first that some of us have seen for quite a while, but they are set to lurk just across some of these northern and western areas in the short term, just thickening the cloud all the while through the afternoon, and eventually there will be the threat of some showery rain getting in across northern and western Scotland, Northern Ireland too. But after a fairly murky old start across the Midlands, East Anglia and the south east, there will be some very pleasant sunshine there, and that will get the temperatures up to around about 20, possibly even 21 degrees. Now overnight we'll bring that cloud and rain just a little bit further east across Scotland and across Northern Ireland. Some of these western fringes might pick up the odd shower late on, but elsewhere the skies will stay relatively clear. We'll see some mist and fog forming, and the temperatures will fall away into single figures, at least underneath those clear skies. So a rather dull old start to the day on Monday, as was the case today. Again, you'll find just one or two isolated showers in some of these western areas. The rain at its heaviest by this stage across the northwest of Scotland, and even that turning a wee bit more showery as the afternoon progresses, gradually that working its way a little bit further north. And again, the best of the sunshine over towards the east, and see these temperatures really quite decent for the time of year, 21, 22, possibly even 23 degrees. Now Tuesday is a bit of a something of nothing day in forecasting terms, all very usable I'm sure for outdoor work. The last of the rain just getting away from the far north there, and then maybe one or two isolated showers just drifting their way rather aimlessly across England and Wales through the afternoon, but see the temperatures again still on the warm side. Now, as we move on into the middle of the week, Wednesday's weather, in fact, was already lurking away towards the back of me there. Wednesday and Thursday, it's that front coming across us that will mark quite a transition. There it is, lurking out to the west of us on Wednesday. Ahead of it, in the first part of the week, well, this is where we're getting the warmth from. It's these southerly breezes which will push those temperatures towards 22, possibly 23. There on Thursday, with the movement of that front down across the British Isles, we cool things off and the wind changes direction coming in from the west, and see what it does for the nighttime temperatures. On the mild side, it has to be said, for many parts in the first part of the week, and then widespread there, slight cooling perhaps across the British Isles as we get to that cooler and fresher weather moving in from the Atlantic. So Wednesday, a lot of fine and dry weather, and then later on in the day we'll find that cloud and rain, some of it really quite heavy at times, beginning to work its way in across western Scotland, Northern Ireland, perhaps the western fringes of England, Wales too. And then that front has a weakening affair coming down and across the British Isles during the course of Thursday, so that ribbon of cloud there you'll notice. Following on behind, somewhat brighter and fresher conditions with the odd shower. And then as we get on into Friday, still a lot of dry weather, but more cloud and rain for the north.